Hello everybody! Welcome to a laggy day, because apparently it decided to rebuild all the shaders. Also, welcome to the day after Pokemon Day, and holy crap. Like, just holy crap. That direct. I'm gonna be talking a lot about Pokemon today. Also, my voice is a bit better. It's kinda nice. My voice is getting there. Be careful, Steven. If you write a letter late at night, you might discover in the morning that you wrote something embarrassing. I was often guilty of it myself when I was younger. Ah, youth, from Barbara. I mean, fair, but I'm usually pretty good at knowing what I'm doing. So, yeah, I'm probably not gonna get a full money rock today. But I'm still definitely sick, but like, if yesterday I was at like 5%, today I'm at like 20. So like, I have a pretty big jump in one day. I basically decided I'm not even gonna take any medicine today outside of cough drops. I should be fine. I hope. I've been a lot more stable on my feet, which has been amazing. Like, yeah. But the direct, man. So, the smaller stuff, 30th anniversary stuff everywhere. Which, in of itself, is really cool. There's the Batwings, that's not real. I think this one's always legitimate. Let's see. Yeah, this one's always genuine. Lounge, always genuine. I think the shell's the wrong way around. Yeah, okay. Shell's the wrong way around. I don't remember this painting, so I'm just gonna gun it for the warm painting. I really need to make a list of the ones I've got. That would be very helpful. Also, I don't know how much talking is going to make my throat go all funky, but... So, one of the things they've announced that I kind of want, but no, I'm not going to have the money for, is, basically, oh, I forget what they used to be called. Hip clips? Something like that? Hit clips? Hit clips, that's what they were called. Where it was basically a little thing you put a little cartridge into and it played a song. They've announced those, basically, but for Pokemon music, and yes, I kind of want that. Hello, Paula. Hey, Steven. Man, that was some kind of daring nighttime raid or some crazy thing like that. So, is this something you need from me? Let's talk. Hey, listen up, I got a favor to ask. Go get Barbara and bring her to me. Not a big deal or anything. I'm just embarrassed to keep bugging her about meeting with me. Find her within 1 hour. I'm just gonna give up. Alright. I mean, I know that means by the hour, I'm pretty sure, not literally I have until 8:23. But I'm pretty sure I can find her in like 47 minutes. Yeah, those are really cool. They released a new set in Pokemon TCG Pocket, which is pretty cool. I don't actually play TCG Pocket that much these days because the game started to lag a lot on my phone. And it still lags a lot. It actually lags worse now, so it's like, eh. Steven, the breeze feels nice tonight, doesn't it? Ooh, what's on your mind? Let's chat. Living alone can get, well, kind of lonely. It's great to have such friendly neighbors. It is great. But it's pretty cool they're doing stuff there. There's the Pokemon Day stuff in Unite, which is now in full swing and is really cool. I have, like, no complaints about that update, outside of some of the missions, but as far as something recently, it's just a base is all. Or is it a bass? That would be sea bass, so it'd be bass. Buying a bass for 120 bucks, that seems pretty nice. Bass guitars are pretty pricey, so that seems like a pretty good deal. Hey, no, come back. I need you for something. Yeah, come with me. Really? Paula wants to talk to me about something important. That's a surprise. Well, hope everything's okay. I'll follow you there. Let's go. But like, all of that's, you know, a thing. Then we get Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness coming to Nintendo Online. Rick, yeah. I mean, they'd already kind of hinted that Coliseum and XD were coming to the GameCube stuff, but they've shown a lot of things coming to the Nintendo Online stuff that just never came. So, you know. Welcome, waiting for you guys. Here I am, Paula. Would you have Tiny S come and get me? What's going on? Dude, don't get so wound up. Just listen, you might like what you hear. Got the thing you wanted? Got my hands on. Sure. Huh? Really? You're kidding. How'd you manage to get this? Thanks, Paula. I'm touched. Wasn't quite sure what to expect, but I'm glad I came. Thank you, Tiny S, for coming to get me. Well, I have somewhere I need to be. I should get going. Goodbye. Wow, what's the big rush? Maybe it's stomach trouble. Well, whatever. We're done here anyway, except I got something for you. Alright, we get some furniture. Worth more than a shirt. Ooh, Paula's pick! Ah. Everything's pops to get, I know I can count on you. I was not expecting to get Paula's pick first. I was kind of expecting, like, Penelope. But I suppose we have done a lot of favors for Paula, so makes sense. But yeah, now we get to the big one. Gen 10 has been announced, and holy crap, does it look good! Like, I know I've mentioned this before. My voice is actually getting better the more I use it. Holy crap. I should have been talking more today. I didn't want to talk too much in case my voice got worse. It might also be the cough drop in my mouth. My voice is still not great, but it's getting there. Like, I'm gonna check this rock before I talk with Peck. I'd mentioned before how, like, Scarlet and Violet are, like, what I envisioned Pokemon would be when I was older. Winds and Waves is blowing that out of the park visually already. This is Steven. How's my training buddy day? Check out this bot. Crunch. What's up, bro? Want to chat? See, I've been thinking about the best way to talk to Dina. We say hi to each other now and then, but I can never say anything to get the conversation going. You'll ask her to try badminton with me. Badminton is pretty fun. I can highly recommend. I will check the cafe, but the cafe is open like 24/7, so we're good checking it later. Also, the new starters. I can't remember their names already, but people have already fallen in love with the dog. Can't blame them. It's literally the annoying dog from Undertale, but orange. I am fully expecting, unlike usual, people to want a male of that starter so they can name it Toby, because Toby Fox is the annoying dog. So, you know. Yeah, like, I am so excited for those games. I'm still feeling the excitement already, and like, I've seen some people complaining that like, oh, but it's a Switch 2 exclusive. It's like, yeah, but it's been built for the Switch 2. And just looking at the trailers, you can tell. Like, yeah, it's unfortunate that people with the original Switch won't be able to play the game. that is unfortunate. I want more people to build, like, games. But with how the game is, I don't think it would be feasible on the original Switch. You see, nice Steven, getting about Amigo. What can I do for you? Let's talk. Music I've been following? It's got like up-tempo songs you can dance to, Amigo. A lot of anime has really up-tempo theme songs, now I think of it. It's probably why I love them. I'm really inspired a lot by those songs. Let's see more anime themes appear in dance clubs. Can't deny it'd be awesome. I mean, anime does have some pretty good music. So do games. Thanks to everyone's huge generosity, a new cafe has opened in Oracle. Heck yeah. Like, it looks so good so far. I will say I was half expecting, I was watching the official Pokemon Asia stream because it had a countdown to it. I was half expecting at the end of the countdown for them to immediately, like, jump right into announcing the next mainline Pokemon game. Because, like, during the countdown in the corner, it had the number of Pokemon with, like, a little just Pokeball next to it, and I was like, they're gonna have that turn into the new number. Like, that's where I was at, and I kind of wish they had done that, but at the same time, I kind of like not knowing. Like, I'm mixed, because I know people are gonna want to talk about the, it's actually, do I have a, I do. Bam. I will be putting it in my house, I just want it safe for now, before I accidentally sell it. I know people are gonna want to talk about the, like, all the other trailers. I just really hope, like, I know I have one friend who does follow spoilers. I really hope they understand that I don't want to know any, like, leaks or spoilers. In my home, it's good to see you. What can I do for you? I want to chat. How are you at fishing? I was talking to Vic about fish and I started thinking about how much I want one of my own. Have a river fish. Of any kind will do. Yeah, I can try to catch a fish. I'm feeling kind of okay today. I'm not well enough that I think I could stay out of bed for a huge amount of time today, but I'm definitely feeling a bit better. So, that's so nice. I'm getting close to the point of being able to take this mask off. Yeah, like, and I ask you guys as well, that, like, if there is any, like, leaks and spoilers and stuff that aren't in, like, official trailers, please don't tell me. I don't want to know. Like, I honestly, okay, I know this started with just yapping about Pokemon Day and stuff, but, I mean, this still kind of applies to Pokemon in general. I feel people's modern obsession with trying to track down every leak and spoiler and all that is really hampering their enjoyment of the new games. Local museum. Maybe of service. Oh, I thought he said something because we had built the cafe. Guess not. We'll do the opening ceremony for the cafe, like, when I'm feeling a bit better. I don't want my voice to still be all, like, a little scratchy and all that when doing the ceremony for it. Which also means we won't be starting on a public work project for a bit, but I'm gonna guess, like, tomorrow, day after, I should be, like, based on today, I'll at least be at about, like, 60% by Monday, which will be nice. That's my guess at the moment. Ugh. This cough drop is making me gassy. I don't even know why. This is Barbara again. She had to do some shopping. Got her daily fortune. Like, we used to have spoilers in quotes, where it'd be like magazines making crap up to try to convince you that, like, things were happening. Or, like, Nintendo themselves would release, like, the silhouettes of Pokemon and people would try to fill in what they look like. Breathing underwater is rather easy, assuming you have gills. I do not. I have lungs. And, like, those days were fine. Like, when you got the games themselves, like... it's a blue Pikmin. Heck yeah. Like, you'd see the proper designs, and it'd be really cool. You'd get to see how close the fans got. Usually they were wildly wrong. It was great. Like... there's a difference between Nintendo intentionally teasing us and, like, people within Game Freak, or, you know, with ties to people in Game Freak / the Pokemon Company, just flat out leaking things. Like, the tease lets you get your imagination going. It's always so good to see you, Steven. Aww. Thanks for stopping in. No problem, girls. Glad I can. But, like, when you go out and you track down every spoiler, and, like, there's some people I remember from, like, seeing posts that they made before, like, Scarlet and Violet came out, where they were basically complaining that they had already seen all the new Pokemon, so they had no reason to buy the games. It's like, you're literally the ones looking at the spoilers. You're doing this to yourself. Just don't look at them. And, like, these people would stop leaking stuff if people would just stop. I will say, almost selfishly, I do kind of wish that Gen 10 hadn't been announced on Pokemon Day, for one main reason. If you went looking for a stream to watch, like the official stream kind of thing, you would have found dozens to hundreds of people with clickbait titles who were like, oh yeah, Gen 10 is totally coming out today. It's definitely, honestly coming out today. Like, it's being announced today. It's like, no, you can't know that. Stop clickbaiting. Like, I get clickbait is just how you do things on the internet, but it's still frustrating. It's like, why? Just be honest. Just be like, hey, we're watching the Direct together. I don't know if I would do that, mostly because I don't trust that, you know. One, please. I will have a coffee. I mean, I do have coffee right here. I'm just not drinking it because I still have the cough drop in my mouth. Specialty coffee coupe. Go ahead. Enjoy. Thank you. Drink it through my mask. Ah, it's just the right sting. Tastes so sophisticated. Yeah, saying things taste sophisticated means it tastes bad and bland. No problem, Bruce. But, yeah, like, it drives me kind of crazy with how people are with spoilers. 'Cause it's like, just don't. You'll have a much better time with the games when you don't know what's coming. Trust me. Like, that's literally, you can apply that to every game. When you don't know what's coming, it's so much more fun. And, like, that's where, like, with all the new Pokemon games, I try to always, if I can, use exclusively new Pokemon. So I don't know what to expect from them. I'll build a team of entirely new Pokemon just so I can experience new Pokemon. And generally, if I find one is overperforming, I'll take it out of my party and replace it with another new Pokemon. Because, like, I still want to have a challenge, so I do like having weaker Pokemon on my team. Like... Or I'll do, like, theme teams. Like, Legends ZA, I have converted my team into pure dragons. It's all dragons. Like, because why not? And the answer to the why not is, well, what if you encounter an ice type? Okay, I've got fire moves. Like, I'll figure it out. I'll make it work. You know, that's the beauty of a mono-type team. You know, is things can suddenly become a lot more challenging. Because I don't know what's coming. Based on my letter grading and the level cap of the Pokemon I have access to, that I can use, I'm probably close to the end. I need to actually get back to playing it. Maybe if you super zoomed in, you can see I was playing Unite a lot today. Like, because I've really been enjoying Unite's solo mode. Good to see you, but I'm fresh out of tea. I can help you with the latest. Working my biceps like crazy. Have to show off for some out-of-towners. I'm sorry, Costa. I can't invite people to the town. I can't do it. And yeah, Costow and Peck both being jocks is another reason why I was like, I really don't want to invite the sporty penguin to the town, even though, like, I do want the final villager. I can't do it. But yeah, like, my excitement for Winds and Waves is so freaking high, man. I want those games already. Like, it'd be like, I'm going to lose so much time to those games, and I might. Okay, it depends on how I'm feeling at the time, but I might see about doing like day one stream. Maybe. Like, here's the thing with me. I like doing reaction streams of my first time playing something. I do like that type of stream. What I don't like, and I know this from experience of having done it with Pokemon Sword and Shield, is because I'm playing it for the first time entirely on stream, that means by like the second or third day of the game being out, a lot of people who are watching it have already beaten it, and I'm only like 6 to 12 hours into the game. You know, so it leads to a situation where people can accidentally spoil things without even meaning to. Like, I had Dragapult spoiled to me before I encountered it because of people in my chat. And I'm not blaming them. They were trying to, like, basically talk coded to, like, not spoil anything, but it still didn't really work, you know? Like, but they were trying, and I don't, you know, I'm not mad at them or anything, but, like, it's just the reality of streaming, is you're gonna get spoiled on things. Even when you're trying to avoid getting spoiled, you're gonna get spoiled on things. Like, that's just how it is. I have caught exactly 2 types of fish. Oh no, I have a Crucian Carp. You know, I'm gonna give the Crucian Carp to Dina. Because 1, it's the odd fish out. And 2, I mean, it was a crucial catch, and she really wanted the fish, so... This is what can I do for you? I caught you your fish. Crucian Carp. I maybe started recording a little early. Just maybe. Carp, thanks for bringing this into me. It's even more amazing than I imagined. So let me say thank you with this. Get a shirt. What is it? It's a winter sweater. There, you busies. Thank you again for taking the time out for me. You know what? I'll wear it. And yeah, I will also add, like, they talked more of the Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green stuff on the Switch. And, like, I am glad people are enjoying it. I do not wish to yuck anybody's yum. I do agree with a lot of the people who don't like it that $20 per version of the game is a bit much. If it was $20 for both, like if you got both Fire Red and Leaf Green, I'm okay with that. I'm not fine with it, but I'm okay with it. And like, I'm mostly just not, no, I'm just only okay with it because, well, there's literally already on the Switch a Game Boy Advance emulator with a lot of Game Boy Advance games. You know, as one of the benefits to the online membership. Like, I kind of feel like they should have just been in there. But then seeing that they're probably doing that because of the Pokemon Home integration, like, even still, just don't connect it to Pokemon Home then. Like, through the online connection as it is, you can already connect in a way that you'd be able to do like battles and trades with people online. You don't need to be able to connect it to Pokemon Home. Like, you could get, you know, your trade evolutions, you could get your Golem, your Alakazam. Assuming you even wanted either of them, you know. Like, I also saw a lot of posts recently of people basically reminding folks about how there's a bit of rewriting history that has gone on with the Pokemon games from the community. You know, I'm putting this in here. It's gonna go right here. Bam. Paula's pick. Paula's picture. There's a message written in small letters on the back of the photograph. Born March 22nd, Aries. Favorite saying is, trends always make a comeback. That they do. And like, here's the thing. Like, I've got like 12 minutes to yap. I could just jump cut. Here's the thing that I'm referring to, and that people mean when they're like, there's a bit of rewriting history going on. Back when Black and White, the original Black and White, were announced, there was a large group of people online who were constantly complaining about how lazy Game Freak was for not including every previous Pokemon. And instead going with the gimmick of Black and White of 150 new Pokemon. And these people had such an effect on the sales of the game that when Black and White 2 came along, those two games together were almost outsold by Pokemon Platinum on its own. Like, a lot of third copies have as many sales, if not more, than Black and White 2 together. Which was Game Freak going, alright, have your old Pokemon back. But it didn't matter, because, like, enough people had complained online about how bad that was, how lazy Game Freak was, that no one bought it. Like, but now, if you look at discussions online, you see everywhere people being like, oh, Black and White, those were the best games. It's like, okay, did you even play them at the time? Or are you someone who's come in later? Because I played them at the time. I enjoyed them at the time. They were an upgrade over Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Just like every mainline game has been. One exception, though. Black and White 2 were pretty bad. The pacing of the story of Black and White 2 is all over the place and not very good. And as much as I do like some of the new gym leaders, I don't like a lot of the design changes they made to the gym leaders that existed. Like, you know, it's just one of those things where, like, playing Black and White 2, you basically have tiny little hints of story for like 80% of the game. Then literally at badge 7, all hell breaks loose. Suddenly you have all of the story, you conclude it, and then you move on to badge 8, and then you finish the game. And it's like, this could have been spread out. Like, even then, like, I'm gonna be completely honest, I am not convinced that people even properly remember the story to Black and White and Black and White 2. Because people are like, oh, but it was such a good, touching story, the likes of which Nintendo's never done again, or, you know, it's like, but they have. And they've done it better. Literally, you know, the thing people remember is Pretty Boy N. Like, that's what they remember. And because they liked N, they're like, oh, well, the story had to have been amazing. But, I mean, it's not bad, but it's no Scarlet and Violet. It's no Sun Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. It's no X and Y. Like, I think I would only really put Sword and Shield lower. And that's more because Sword and Shield was trying to be more of a spectacle than a storied adventure. And it succeeded. Like, the gym leader theme of Sword and Shield is freaking amazing. It feels like a gym battle. Like, it feels like a big event, and I love that so much. Hey Peck, what's up, man? Got a freebie from the big surfing tournament the other day. You got my span new Lady Palm. I don't need any more of these. I'm just gonna cut you a deal. Sure, man. No problem, Peck. But, yeah, like, in terms of pure spectacle, Sword and Shield kind of blows all the other games out of the water. Like, I actually need to at some point, oh yeah, we have a Dandelion. I need to at some point get back to Sword and pick up the DLC for it and, like, play through the DLC. I might see about replaying the game and then playing through the DLC. And, like, I know a lot of what I'm saying when it comes to Pokemon. I'm gonna be seen as a Game Freak apologist, and maybe I am. But man, name me a game series that is consistently better every game. Because I can only name one, and that's Pokemon. Like, and I know there'd be people who'd be like, oh, but the performance issues really weren't that bad. They really weren't. Like, I'm not gonna say it was great, but the Scarlet and Violet performance issues were not as bad as people online made them out to be. And I'm glad I'm seeing more and more people making posts being like, yeah, I didn't actually play the games for the longest time because of all the reviews online. And then I finally, I had an opportunity to play one, and then it was actually really good, and the performance wasn't anywhere near as bad as people said it was, and I love these games, they're so good. It's like, yeah, that's what the actual fans have been saying this whole freaking time. There is a reason. Game, could you please? I'm trying to water right there so it would water both of them, but okay. Like, there's a reason why, it's one of the best-selling set of Pokemon games yet. So I'm calling you by some new nickname. I'm calling you Steph, right? Can I use it too? Yeah, alright, you can call me Steph. Yippee, you'll be Steph from now on. I hope manually picking a nickname doesn't mean that they'll just never give me another new nickname. Because that's not how nicknames work. I didn't want to pick a nickname. Nicknames are given generally, not chosen. I mean, you can choose your own nickname as well, but... You know, like... And it's also completely fine if you saw the performance issues of Scarlet and Violet and decided, that's not worth my money. That's fine. Like, I'm not saying you have to love the games. I'm just saying that they're really not as bad as even a lot of sensationalist videos will make them seem. Like... And the funniest thing is, and I know this is a case of, this is purely anecdotal, but where I played Scarlet, I didn't even encounter many of those issues because they were all with Violet. Like, and it's kind of funny how, I'm pretty sure the speedrunning for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is almost entirely done on Scarlet, because even on the Switch 2, there is a minor amount of slowdown caused by Miraidon. Like, the jet bike causes problems because of the little jet trails. Like, Violet is just the problem. It's not Gen 9 as a whole, it's Violet and people's obsession with futuristic stuff. Let's be real though, most people picked Violet because they saw a robotic Gardevoir. That's why most people picked Violet. Like, I'm calling out the Violet stands for, y'all just picked it because you wanted the robotic Gardevoir. Don't lie. I know some people probably just picked it because of other reasons, but a lot of people undoubtedly picked it because of the robotic Gardevoir. I mean, hey, I'll be honest, I picked Scarlet because of the Professor, so I mean, And honestly, if they do another set of Professors like that for Winds and Waves, I will probably pick the games the same way again. I will pick based on the characters I can see which ones I like better. Because when it comes to the Pokemon themselves, I can probably get some trades to get whatever I might want, though I'm not the biggest fan of trading for Pokemon to use, because it does kind of trivialize things a bit. mostly just down to the traded XP bonus. Like, if you didn't get boosted XP from a traded Pokemon, then, like, I wouldn't care, but... Which is kind of funny, because that's... Looking back, if I had actually understood what that meant, I would have known when I was younger that, my older siblings were trading my Pokemon off for some of theirs. Like, they would trade me an identical one while I wasn't, like, around. I remember that the most with, it was a Mewtwo. Because I remember thinking, like, oh, it just gets boosted experience because it's Mewtwo, I guess. Like, that's pretty cool, but no, it's because they had took my Mewtwo and replaced it with theirs. Presumably because they had messed up the moveset, and mine hadn't been messed up, so they swapped it, and I was just too dumb to notice. I was a pretty dumb kid. Still pretty dumb. But I embraced my dumbness. Because it's only by doing that that we can get smarter. Hey Vic, how goes, man? How did you get in here before me? Student used to see a rad show too, duck. Need something? Let's talk, man. KK seems getting better today than usual. Maybe he's always getting better and better. It's how artists work, man. You're always getting better. I am down for your sound, my man. I was going for I'll let you pick, but how am I feeling? I'm actually feeling pretty good today. I'm very excited about Pokemon. I will cop a seat. I'll sit next to Vic. Routine's got your back. Bubblegum KK! Heck frickin' yeah! Man, I love Bubblegum KK. Such a good track. But that also tells me I should probably be talking through almost the entirety of this, because I can guarantee you people have mumble-rapped over Bubblegum KK so much that if I don't have plausible way of fighting a copyright claim, this video is gonna get copyright claimed out the butt. Like, it's just gonna be... It's gonna be bad. If, you know, there's any amount of space for a claim, I do apologize for all this, but... It's the reality of doing frickin' videos and having KK, because YouTube's systems are really bad. And if I get a claim, it'll be in that pause I needed to take a drink. But yeah, I am so excited for Pokemon, man. Like, just even what we've seen of Winds and Wilds, just like the regions, how everything looks, like that looks phenomenal so far. And it's coming out next year. Like, I'm used to them giving us like 2 years of trailers, so I was like, oh yeah, we'll get like a 2028 Pokemon game, maybe. But no, next year. Like, holy crap. Which I do also want to say to the people who are like, oh, maybe they should slow down development. It's like, or not. Game Freak is one of the companies, the few companies that still produces games, like, at least at the pace of the, like, early 2000s. They're not on that, like, 8 to 12 year development cycle. Which, honestly, that kind of development cycle has me not excited for games. Like, I am not excited for The Elder Scrolls 6. I'm just not. Like, it's taken way too long to come. If they've been working on it this whole time, it's going to be so bloated and bad. Man, cool. Check out your podcast. Jaboo's song. Like... It's not gonna be good. And I can pretty much guarantee that just because of how game development works. The longer a game is in development, generally the worse it's gonna be when it finally releases. Because the longer you're in development, the more time there is for somebody to come along and go, wouldn't it be cool if? which leads to a crap load of half-baked features. Like, look at, and I know I'm kind of picking on Bethesda here, but look at Fallout 4 compared to Fallout New Vegas, which came out not long after Fallout 3. New Vegas was, like, it was tight. It's right, you know, everything about it is exactly what you would want. The story is focused. Like, it's just good all around. But then you get Fallout 4, which came out many years later. And it looks like they looked at, like, the most popular mods for New Vegas and were like, oh, people really like this settlement mod in New Vegas. We better add that. Or, you know, someone on the development team was playing a lot of New Vegas with that mod and was like, hey, you know, I really like this, let's add this. And then someone else was like, well, you know, we gotta have, you know, if we're gonna do that, we need crafting, and, you know, instead of having, you know, prefabs, let's give the players the ability to make their own thing, because that's big. Minecraft's pretty popular, let's Minecraft it a bit. And then someone else went, well, hey, if we're gonna do that, we may as well do customization on the guns at the same level, because, you know, then, you know, players can customize their guns, and all of those features just feel completely half-baked and unfinished. All of them. Like, the housing just is bad. Like, building your own home just doesn't work. They all look bad. The pieces don't meld together. It doesn't help that it's all the exact same piece. So, like, you know, meanwhile with, like, the prefabs that are destroyed around the world, they're made of many different pieces. You can't do that with your own constructions, and it just feels bad. Like, you don't want a game to be in development forever. Now, I will say, I've even been one of these people, like, well, maybe it would be good for them to take a little longer to optimize games. Honestly, I feel like optimization of games should just go back to being part of the development cycle. You know, this shouldn't be a problem, but it is somehow. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. I have yapped a really long time today. I'm actually getting a little lightheaded. So with that, I thank you all very much for watching. And hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Leaf. See you all then.